I'm a very intentional person, so any form of friendship or relationship that I'm in, I tend to give it my whole and I take it quite personal. So having friends, just ghost people or not talk to people or drift away during or after their wedding, it's something that can be very painful. I've experienced it before, so I can say I am talking from experience. A lot of people say things like your single friends can't relate to what we are going through. Your single friend would advise you in a bad way. A lot of things that I find really hard to understand. So when I had one of my viewers, drop this for me and ask me, how have I been able to keep up with my friends, after my wedding, I felt like, yes, I think I should jump on this and talk about it. And in today's vlog, I'm not going to be talking just from the couple's perspective. I'll be talking from people's perspective too, that just believe that when people are married, just leave them alone and don't, check up on them or don't ask them because you might be disturbing them. I don't understand this mentality. So I'm going to be pouring out my heart today. It might sound like a rant, but this is how I feel. I hope you enjoy it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If this is your first time here or you have been here before and you have not clicked the subscribe button, please let today be the day that you decide to do that. Please click the subscribe button and smash the like button. Like this video so that YouTube can recommend it to other people. And the last thing that I have noticed, for the past 2 or 3 weeks is like I've not been receiving, getting comments down there, or people have been coming to my WhatsApp, to my email to drop their comments instead of dropping it down there. Some people go as far as reaching out to my husband and saying, wow, this video did this video did that, but they don't drop it right there. Please, that is one of the encouragements that you can give me, so please drop your comments down there. Yeah, guys, so let's jump straight into today's video. Guys, when I received this question from one of my viewers last week or 2 weeks ago, sorry, after I did that hour we made with my husband, I didn't feel somehow because this is something that has happened to me before. I would say I am an advocate of peace. I believe so much in keeping my peace. So whatever I do, I ask myself, this thing that you're doing, I hope it will not end in tears. So when I open my mouth wide and say this person is my friend, or what I expect is when anybody opens their mouth and say this person is my friend, it means that you have vetted them, not like you're giving them an interview now, but you've looked at their lives, you look at their values, you've looked at a lot of things, and you say, yes, this is somebody that I can trust my my feelings with, I can trust some part of my life with, somebody that I can talk with, and there would definitely be a reason why you would say, okay, you are making this person your friend. And for me, this thing has happened to me before. I have this friend, we were close, we were really, really close, we know almost everything about each other, and then she got married, and that was the end. Like we are like strangers to each other now. I don't know what is happening in her life, she doesn't know what is happening in my life. She didn't even come to my wedding. I sent her my IV. I didn't hear anything till today, and during our wedding I was up and down. I was really up and down to the fact that I almost fainted because I had worked so much on empty stomach. That was how much I did during our wedding. This doesn't make her a bad person, because I don't know what is happening in their lives, and it actually pained me that I lose this friendship. But that was not the first, and maybe would not even be the last. So today I want to talk about this friendship thing after marriage, because it's actually a very big thing. I'm not here to act like getting married is a child's play. Like people say, she married it's not a small thing, or it's not just nothing, because now you're going to be living with somebody that is going to be with you for the rest of your lives. And this is not just about the woman, although it happens to women more than it happens to men, because we are supposed to submit to our husband, definitely. But I believe that for both parties, definitely, that we have things that we have to talk about and say, oh, this person that you're moving with, I really don't feel comfortable about it, or that person that you're moving with, I don't feel comfortable about it. And sometimes it goes a long way to affect people's friendship before they got married. And I believe it's also in two parts. There is a part where you drift from your friend slowly and slowly until the friendship disappear into 10 years, which happened to me and my friend. And there is a part where the spouse literally tells you that don't move with these people again, which I think is one that you should be wary of. And something that I've noticed, I think I discussed this with my husband like 3 weeks ago or a few weeks ago, I can't remember, is that people know what they are dating. They just go on to date, whoever they are dating, or just go on to marry whoever get married to. They see that the person they are getting married to is a liar, is a cheat. We send them away from their friends. Most times, what I have noticed, because before I have always felt like, people just change on people, and now I'm not saying that does not happen. I am literally not saying that does not happen. But what I'm saying is, from what I have seen and from speaking with people and, advising people and meeting with a lot of people, especially, I've just found out that people know what they are dating. I don't say who, they know what they are dating, and they just go on to date whatever it is that they are dating. And you definitely know that this person might, you definitely know that this person might ask you not to have any friends again, but you go on with it. And I believe that in that kind of thing, you should be scared. Someone that sent your friend away from you, your family away from you, definitely has other plans. When I'm talking about, that part of drifting away from your friends, and I believe that this thing is uttermost rubbish when people say that, because you are married now, you cannot discuss some things with your single friends because they are going to. Then that begs the question: what are you people friends with? What are you friends with? See, there are things. For example, I have one of my very, very close friends, Oluwatoyosi, got married like a year and even a half before I got married, and we had a lot of discussion. Even after she got married, Toyo was literally going out to her friends and saying, "See, don't leave me because I am married. You guys should speak with me. You have anything you want to talk to me, talk to me." She would come to your DM. She would, post your pictures. She would gift you things to make you know that, see, we are in this friendship thing together. So it's not like because I'm married, that is all. So that begs the question: what are you people friends with? If I am married and I cannot talk to my single friends because they are single, because okay, I cannot, they will see things from another perspective, or they might say, hey, they might not understand what is happening. There are things that I really don't understand, in marriage before I got married. But I could as well tell my friends that I will pray for you. See, I don't understand this thing. I don't know how you're going to get out of this thing, but I definitely will pray with you and I will pray for you. I think that goes a long way. As much as I know that, yes, now you have a new priority, you are married, your husband, probably you are even pregnant and you have to. Something that you must know is you will need these friends that you are pushing away. You will need them. You will need them. You will need them. People that have navigated life with you. People that would remind you that, see, you have fought this in the past, and yes, you can do this too. Because I believe that is the kind of friends you're supposed to have. So pushing them away after marriage is not something that I can really comprehend at all. It's not something that I can't really comprehend. And if you have friends that you think, might feel jealous because, for example, now when I talk about things, it's very hard for me not to mention Ayo, because this is the person I live with, this is the person I stay with. I'll give you an example. I know Toyosi will be skinning me alive after watching this video. When she was still dating her husband, they are always on the phone. Trust me when I say they are always on the phone. They are on the phone 4:30 a.m. They are on the phone 10 p.m. at night. They are always on that. And we're living together in the same room. And as even at that point in time, I just had a very bad heartbreak, like a very hot breakfast. So, staying around them did not make me feel like, is this girl not even putting me into consideration with the fact that I just, had a breakup? Why is she like that? And whatever. If anything happened to me, then what I would say happened was me going to God and asking God to give me my own person too. Telling God that, yes, definitely you're in my neighborhood, and I know that if you can do something this beautiful for my friend, then definitely you can do something that beautiful for me too. So if that is not the kind of friendship you are keeping, then leave the friendship. A lot of people believe that friendship is about going out and doing this and doing that and gisting about things. I believe that friends are people who would carry you through life. Even till now, my husband still prays to God and say, God, give us our own people. And I wonder if we are so anti-friend, believing that it's me and my husband and whatever, and believing that you can fight through life, because a lot is even happening in the world. Things are growing, things are developing every day. You hear new ideas from there and new ideas from here. So if you've pushed away all your friends, how do you expect to have a grasp of everything that is happening? So one thing is, if you have friends that all you do is vibes and inshallah, like they call it, then definitely you get married and you'll be like, this person does not fit into this part of my life anymore. And I'm not saying that I'm not against, you letting out some friends if you know that this part of, where you are in now, you cannot go, along with them. But I'm trying to say that marriage should not be any reason why anyone would give up on their friendship. And now that I'm done talking to the couple, now let me talk about those friends. You people that used to say, they are married, leave them alone. They are this, leave them alone. Like, I would say, like, I really learned this lesson from this my friend I've been talking about. She literally made it whatever to speak to her friends and tell them, there is no I am married, leave me alone. Please talk to me. Do you want me to help you with anything? Toya will come through for you. If I need help from you, I will come through to you and ask you, I need this, and I expect you to come through for me. So all you did, they are married and whatever. Have you reached out to them and they did not answer you? I have friends or even family that I've reached out to a couple of times, and I noticed that since I've gotten married, they're trying to like keep their distance. Like, for example, I have a friend turned brother that we talk as late as 9:30 p.m. at time, because that is when he is free, that is when I am free. But now cannot happen again because I'm married, and by that time I'm expected to be my husband. You get. But still, that does not mean that we cannot make, compromise. Even if it's 30 minutes, 15 minutes, in a week, we can reach out to each other and say, hi, how are you doing? Blah, blah, I wanted to hear from you. And, why are you staying away from people just because they are married? It's not that they are sick or something. So you people that have that kind of behavior, you guys have to change, you really have to change and do better. All you do is just vibes and inshallah, like they call it. Then definitely you get married and you'll be like, this person does not fit into this part of my life anymore. And I'm not saying that I'm not against, you letting out some friends if you know that this part of, where you are in now, you cannot go, along with them. But I'm trying to say that marriage should not be any reason why anyone would give up on their friendship. And now that I'm done talking to the couple, now let me talk about those friends. You people that used to say, they are married, leave them alone. They are this, leave them alone. Like this, they are married and whatever. Have you reached out to them and they did not answer you? I have friends or even family that I've reached out to a couple of times, and I noticed that since I've gotten married, they're trying to like keep their distance. Like, for example, I have a friend turned brother that we talk as late as 9:30 p.m. at time, because that is when he is free, that is when I am free. But now cannot happen again because I'm married, and by that time I'm expected to be my husband. You get. But still, that does not mean that we cannot make, compromise. Even if it's 30 minutes, 15 minutes, in a week, we can reach out to each other and say, hi, how are you doing? Blah, blah, I wanted to hear from you. And, why are you staying away from people just because they are married? It's not that they are sick or something. So you people that have that kind of behavior, you guys have to change, you really have to change and do better. So, finally, this really sounds like a rant, and I believe it's because it's something that has happened to me in the past, and really I could relate with it. So, I would just say, leaving out your friends or sending your friends away because you're married, I don't think it's a very good idea. And I think isolating your married friends is not a very good one to see. Getting married, people are going through a lot. There are people that, we've talked about this and struggles that newly married face. There are people that they have moved, your friends that have moved from Lagos to the north, they have moved from the north to the west and whatever, and they're trying to find their balance. Some people are just, doing this sex thing for the first time. They're trying to figure out their body, living with a new partner, trying to know the markets in that new area, church and all of those things. And they are going through a lot. Some of your married friends are going to depression, not because their mates, their past spouse does not love them, but because they are trying to figure out, a new part of their lives. And all you could do for them is isolate them. Just because once you leave them alone, please check up on your married friends. Don't leave them just because they are married. And also, don't leave your friends just because you are married. I believe it's gutter behavior. No matter what we say, we talk about, no matter how we sugarcoat it, they cannot understand because they are not married. I believe it's trash. If the person cannot understand, if you've kept a good friend, the person will pray for you instead. So I think this is where I'll be drawing curtain about this friendship talk today. So guys, please drop in the comment section, let us talk. What do you think about this thing? Do you think it's something real? I believe it's real because I have experienced it before. So do you think it's something real? What do you think? Do you think my perspective about this is wrong? Just write it down there and let me learn from you too. So till meet next week, always remember that life is a catch-22. You can fight, no resist it. The only way to fight life is to accept it. Olden got sense. So speak your truth, as your truth can help anyone out there. Till meet next week, this is catch-22 Ayo-Akinloye. I love you guys.